Hello everyone, to close out the new year, me and my dad are going to be doing the recent Nosferatu movie by Robert Eggers, who you might recognize, who's directed films like The Witch, The Lighthouse, and what did you think of the Nosferatu recent modern remake?
I thought it was effective, but I think it was parts of it were overdone, and I think that some of it was a little bit too far over the top.
Right. Like we said before, after seeing the movie in the movie theater, it had some, of its moments that were okay, and other moments a little bit like you said, over the top and unnecessary. This is going to be a bit of a spoiler video right here, so you haven't seen the movie, so don't watch this part. Like you said, the part when Aaron Taylor Johnson's character, after the loss of his wife and his children, he has sex with his dead wife's corpse, which I will admit, that was kind of a little bit weird and odd. And
I think that was way above what was necessary.
I mean, yes, I get it. The character was sad, depressed, and having grief over the loss of his wife and children.
Sorry.
Yeah, and he also said the exorcism scene was also not necessary. And
yeah, they dwell too much on exorcism-type scenes.
Right.
Which I understand was consistent with a plot of the movie,
right,
that the demon was taking over them, but
right,
it was again, it was too much reminiscent of other exorcist type movies.
Right, that's true. Yeah, well then again, I guess that just seems to be a tradition that everyone's got to make an exorcism reference or tribute because of how they grew up watching The Exorcist. That was the scariest film for its time.
Yeah.
Different topic, but anyway, even though the film was hit or miss for me, but I felt like it had moments that I liked and other moments, and I did like the visuals, the gothic atmosphere, and the castle and the spookiness, and
the cinematography was great.
Oh, it was excellent.
And the direction also was excellent. I mean, there were the scenes were very, very effective.
Yeah. It's the same way I feel about the Coppola Dracula. The nice cinematography is what prevents me from giving it a bad reputation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I also thought Lily Rose Depp, the daughter of Johnny Depp, did an excellent job.
She did.
Yeah, despite again some differences from this character from the original. How in the original she was not a psychic, but I guess in this film she seems to be a psychic. That's not really explained, and
right.
She was just a character that had this bad sense and feeling that something bad was going to happen to her fiance, which she was right about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and what did you think of Bill Skarsgård as Count Orlok?
Yeah, I thought he gave a great performance.
I did like his performance. I liked the creepy voice and the scary. The voice was very scary and effective, but
it was,
my only complaint is the look of it. I was kind of on the fence about his look of. I mean, I get it, it's a remake. Obviously, they're going to change the look up a little bit. I don't know whether it could have been I don't know why they would not maybe use the same traditional Count Orlok look.
Yeah, I'm not sure why either.
I thought it was weird they had a mustache. I'm like, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He had the same hands, though.
Yeah. Vampire hands.
Yes.
Yeah, and also I remember, if you remember 2 years back when we did a video on the original Nosferatu, we talked about how the film had some social commentary on the Spanish flu at the time, and
right.
Just think, not that long ago we survived a pandemic from the coronavirus pandemic. This is making another sort of social commentary on a pandemic, but more on the Black Plague though for the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Willem Dafoe was great.
Oh yeah, he was. He was basically the Van Helsing of the movie, and the way the movie ends, she sacrifices herself. That way, the Black Plague could end.
Another spoiler alert.
Yes. Sorry, people. Yes.
But he played more of an eccentric type of character.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Eccentric and a little bit weird and quirky sometimes, a little bit, especially what foreshadows later of how what has to become to stop Orlok from spreading the plague out. Yeah, I don't know if you heard me in the theater. I was whispering how certain shots when you see the guy on the bow where he's rowing the boat, and I'm thinking a little fan of the opera, the scenery view.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I also was a little bit somewhat disappointed that again, because this is a remake, that I thought we were gonna see like like tribute shots of when Count Orlok rises from the boat, like in the original, or see like a shot of him. But no, we don't really see that. We don't really see him like. Well, obviously we don't see him kill the passengers. It's
right.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, again, it's like goes back to like that's what makes it scary and effective, not seeing what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but still, I would have loved a little tribute shot of Count Orlok on the boat. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I didn't hate or love this. I was like, I liked parts of it. I was in the mix about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely very well done, and it stands up to one of the better remakes. The other remake being by Werner Herzog.
Right, which I did like that.
Which I like too. I haven't seen that in a while.
I haven't seen that in years since I did.
But that was also very effective.
It was.
But the most effective is the original.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like the atmosphere, and you feel you're in a trance where you feel like you're in a different world when you watch the original 1922 Nosferatu.
Right.
And
plus, the fact that it's a silent movie adds to the terror, adds to the apprehension, and to the mood and the atmosphere of it.
Yeah, true. And with it's funny, like we're talking about William Dafoe. Just think about it. With him being in this movie, he was in Shadow the Vampire playing the actor Max Schreck.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Even though that's like, well, he wasn't really a vampire. The moral is that method acting gone too far. That was the whole point of that movie.
Yeah.
He wasn't really a vampire, but
no,
he just took his method acting way too far. Is what the whole point of that film was about.
In that movie,
right? Yeah. Done metaphorically, and it's. I think the original is still like the best one of them all, like compared to this one and the Herzog remake. I mean, again, I think both remakes were good, had their purpose and their plays, and did decent jobs, but just some of you can't like top the original 1922 Nosferatu. That's just hard to explain why that is.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. All in all, it was fair, decent, not great, just okay. It was not one of the worst remakes I've seen with horror movies compared to like the last 20 years of horror remakes I've seen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's definitely worth seeing.
Yeah, I feel like maybe this could be filmed like it was more of a tribute and just, I guess, maybe a modern like update for it, for like to get viewers to watch the original, but I'm probably thinking too much into that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anything else you want to touch upon, or?
No, I mean, there were more characters in this version.
Right.
And more subplots.
Right.
Which I kind of added to it.
Right.
And
well, like you said, Renfield went from rats to eating birds.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Despite having not read the Dracula book, because I just know about some differences from the movie and the book because of social media and online, and also like Dracula fans, how like because again, this is based on the original Dracula. When F.W. Murnau made Nosferatu, he just took the same concept as Dracula. He did not get the rights from Bram Stoker's widow, but he still got sued. And yeah, like in this, it's I forget what was the real estate agent's character's name that Nicholas Hoult played, the one that goes to Count Orlok's. Yeah, sorry for not remembering the names on the top of our heads, or how it's different from. Because I know in the book Renfield is the real estate agent, but I guess they just made Renfield a different character compared to what this character was. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a different essay topic in its own thing. The different Dracula adaptations and the different ways it was done in different ways. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, all in all, solid remake. Not the best or great, just okay. Glad that I saw it for the experience.
Yeah.
I guess that just about sums up everything we've...
Okay,
Happy New Year, and see you in the new year. Say bye-bye.
Happy New Year.